Welcome back to Nancy's Pantry, friends. Here we are again with another video, and today's video is definitely a different one and a special one and a fun one. With the warmer weather coming around, we are only a few weeks away from the official first day of summer, and there is nothing better than warmer weather. Why? Because we spend more time outdoors. Simple as that. Plus, now with the pandemic restrictions here in Canada starting to loosen up a little bit, we're going to be able to start meeting with a couple of friends here and there, and we're going to start seeing people going to the beach, the picnics, the potlucks, the get-togethers in the backyard. And there is nothing better during this season than fresh, crispy salads, you know, the freshness of a simple salad. And that's what we're going to be doing today. So today I'm going to be sharing my favorite 5 salads. They are the bomb. They disappear in my house, especially the last one. Wait until the end of the video. You have to see this salad every time I make it. Doesn't matter if it's for a crowd, just for my family members at home. It literally disappears in no time. So get your papers, get a pen to take some notes, and let's get started on today's video. Okay friends, so our first salad is a Greek Feta Orzo salad. So I have here about 1.5 cups, maybe almost 2 cups of cooked Orzo pasta. It's nothing special, it's just whatever Orzo pasta I could find at the store. And then we're gonna grab about 1/2 cup to 1 cup of purple onion, and we're gonna add that right into our bowl here. And then I have a bunch of multicolored peppers, so there's red, yellow, and orange. I don't have a green one, unfortunately the store didn't have them, so I'm just going to add whatever I've got available. If you have green peppers, by all means add a little bit of greenery. You can also add a little bit of cucumber, it'll be just as yum. However, I'm not going to be adding that just because I'm going to be adding cucumber to a couple of our other salads today. So I'm just going to give it a little mix. And the other thing we're going to do is we're going to add a nice handful of finely chopped parsley. So you want to wash that, finely chop that, add that to your bowl. And then we've got a little bit of feta cheese. So I'm just going to take this smaller piece. This is like just your basic feta cheese. You can just crumble it. You can buy it already crumbled if you don't want to be crumbling it with your fingers. My family's going to be eating this tonight anyways with wings, so nobody really cares. Plus I've already washed my hands, so we're all good. But if you want, you could also, as I said, purchase it crumbled already. Just want to kind of crumble it as best as you can. I have left it in the bowl to kind of drain a little bit. You know, it does sit in like a briny water. Okay, here we go. And it will continue to kind of break apart as we start mixing. So the next thing we want to do is we want to add lemon. So I've got 1/2 of a lemon here. I'm going to add freshly squeezed lemon juice right into the bowl if I have any strength, which I don't. Okay, let me put that in here. Our feta cheese is also done. And now what you want to do is we want to get started with our seasonings. So you want to go ahead and grab some oregano and put about 1 teaspoon to 1 tablespoon of oregano. It really just depends on how you like the salad to taste, but honestly I use about, you know, 1 teaspoon to 1 tablespoon. We're gonna add a little bit of this Greek mix seasoning. Again, about 1 teaspoon to 1 tablespoon. If you want to add more at the end, you definitely can. And this salad is very easy to make bigger, so you can make a double or a triple batch if you're taking it to a potluck or anything like that. I'm adding a little bit of this lemon and herb clubhouse mix as well, just a little bit. We've already added the lemon juice. And then we're going to move on to salt. This is just the regular pink Himalayan salt from Costco. Grind that right up in there. I'm not going to be adding too much of it just because the feta cheese is also a salty little bit there. We're going to add some freshly cracked black pepper. This is all to taste, but I would say about 1 teaspoon to 1 tablespoon as well. And then I'm adding some organic, sorry, the label has been like ripped off, but this is Spanish organic olive oil. You can use any olive oil that you have at home. And we're gonna drizzle some of this want to be generous with the olive oil. And then all you do is give it a nice shake up. We're going to give it a taste test, and we'll see if we need to adjust any of the seasonings. If you feel like it needs a little bit more salt, perfect. Add a little bit more salt. If you feel like it needs a little bit more of the Greek seasoning or the oregano, you can add that as well. But look at these colors. This is what I'm talking about. When summer comes around, we eat with our eyes. Everything must be a rainbow so that we can enjoy it, because this looks delicious. Tell me this doesn't look amazing. This is a great option for meal prep as well. You can make a huge batch and have it sit in the fridge for several days as well. And quite honestly, the longer it stays in the fridge marinated, the better it tastes. And there you go, guys. Here is our Greek feta orzo pasta salad. Hey guys, the next salad is a creamy potato salad. This is a healthier version because we're not using sour cream or anything like that, or mayonnaise. We are just using some plain grass-fed organic plain yogurt. And here I have, I think this was about like 8 sort of small-ish red skin potatoes. As you guys can see, the potatoes were not very big, and I counted 8, and I actually quartered each one and boiled them for a few minutes just until they were soft, like the fork could go through, but I didn't overcook them because we really want them to stay, you know, without getting crushed so much. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to add our lemon juice to our potatoes. Learned from the first time, I already squeezed it. Okay, and then what we're going to do is I've got about, I would say about a 1/4 cup of dill here, or you could probably even go a little bit less, but this is probably about a 1/4 cup of dill. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add the dill right onto the potatoes here. And the dill kind of gives it like that pickly, like dill pickle sort of flavor. It's really yum, and I love this herb. I kind of just recently discovered it, and it's just delicious. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to grab our yogurt, and as you guys can see, I've already kind of like creamed it, because you know when you get plain yogurt in the container, it can kind of be a little bit solid, and we're just going to pour that right over top. Make sure we get all of this yummy yogurt. This is grass-fed organic plain yogurt. I have been munching on this pretty much all week, and it is delicious. Scrape every last drop we can get in there. And I probably had about a cup to a cup and a half of yogurt as well. Again, you can definitely double this recipe, and this recipe is one of those where this is also extremely best if you leave it in the fridge before you serve it. Leave it in the fridge for at least 30 minutes and the seasoning will be phenomenal. We're gonna add, again, some of our pink Himalayan salt from Costco. And here's where you want to season it really well with some good salt and pepper. Again, black pepper. I'm just going to freshly grind the pepper into the yogurt mixture here. If you want to add any other seasoning in here, like you want to add a little bit of cayenne or chili pepper to kind of make it a little bit spicy, you can definitely do that. I love my salt and pepper, so this is pretty simple and it's quick. And again, great for meal prep. Now all we're gonna do is we're gonna mix all of these ingredients together, and we are going to have the most delicious potato salad ever. And it's better than store-bought, and it's a lot healthier. Look at that. Now, I have to be a little bit more careful because I don't wanna smush the potatoes. You definitely wanna wait after boiling the potatoes. You definitely wanna wait till they cool down a bit, because they might still be a little soft, and that could cause them to break apart and or get smushed. If you do like your potato salad where the potatoes are a little bit more smushed, you can definitely do that. You can cut them into smaller bits. You can smush them a little once they come out of the pot. You can definitely do that as well. I mean, this just looks beautiful when it's just like this. I really didn't want to do too much to the potatoes, and I highly, highly recommend using red skin potatoes, just because any other potato like the yellow, white potato or the russet potatoes, I find that they do get mushy a lot quicker, and they just don't have the firmness that you really need for something like this. And here is our creamy dill potato salad. Here we are going to start with a salad of greens. These beautiful spinach leaves actually came from my mom's backyard, from her garden. Look at how beautiful. And this is one of my simple, very favorite salads. I absolutely love the combination of spinach, strawberries, and feta cheese. And this is a salad that you can obviously serve as a side along with any other protein of choice. This is not a salad you can meal prep for the week. Just because we're going to be using, you know, vinegar, salt, pepper, olive oil. The leaves are obviously going to cook. The spinach is going to cook it, and then it's just going to get really nasty, and we don't want to eat that. So what you need is you need some spinach. I have about 2 to 3 cups of spinach here, again, from my mom's garden. And I've got, I believe, 6 strawberries. I counted. These are not organic. If you'd like to have organic, if you can afford organic, go for it. This is just conventional. I cut them and I quartered them. So I'm gonna add that to the salad here. And then of course we're gonna add a little bit of feta cheese. So I'm gonna go in actually with my hands once again. I'm just gonna break this feta cheese. We don't really need too much, but it's just feta cheese and the combination of the sweet strawberries. There's just something about the sweet and salty, you know? If you're a sweet and salty kind of gal or you know, guy, then this is definitely the salad for you. And the color combinations are just gorgeous. Look at that. The green, the red, the white to kind of just break it all up. This is beautiful. And then the seasoning is very simple. It's one of my favorite simple salad dressings. And all it is a little bit of apple cider vinegar. So this is the organic, raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar with the mother in it, which is that beautiful bacteria that we want for our gut. So this is about 2 tablespoons of the vinegar. We're gonna add, again, a little bit of the pink Himalayan salt. We're gonna crack that up on top. Again, I'm not gonna add too much just because the feta cheese has more than enough. And for the cheese, you really just wanna add a little piece, okay? So I have this half here and I added like a quarter of that, or a third. We're gonna crack some fresh black pepper on here. Again, this is all to taste. If you like more black pepper, if you don't like black pepper at all, don't use it. This is just my preference. I personally love it. We're gonna add some of that organic olive oil. Again, you wanna drizzle that nicely. You wanna be generous. And guys, Bob's your uncle, the salad's done. Oops, we're just gonna toss this. Toss our beautiful leaves with our beautiful spinach. We're making a mess, but that's okay. That's what we do in the kitchen, right? We make a mess in the kitchen. I wonder who's gonna eat this salad once I'm done. It'll probably be me. And you know, the best way to serve this beautiful salad is as a side, as I mentioned. So if you have some protein that has been meal prepped for the week, such as chicken or salmon, then you can definitely either chop that up, add it directly to your salad, or again, you can serve it as a side on a plate. Let's move on to our second last salad, and then we'll get right into salad number 1. So this is our second last salad in our video today. This is another great simple salad, which you technically can meal prep if you want to meal prep all the different elements of it, but I would definitely suggest leaving the seasoning to when you're ready to eat. So I have here a piece of halal flank steak, which I seasoned it very simply, a little bit of avocado oil, sea salt, and then I used a little bit of Montreal steak spice. Sorry, not Montreal steak spice, it's the Clubhouse. They have a Hawaiian barbecue flavored one, and that's what I used on here. And my husband ever so nicely grilled it for me, and it is grilled to perfection. I mean, guys, look at this beautiful little pinkness in here. It's just gorgeous. So I've got here a whole head of romaine heart, like a whole thing, which I've washed and I've chopped up just very roughly, as you guys can see. And I love this salad because of this lettuce. All of these pieces really make this salad. The only thing that's missing here is a little bit of thinly sliced purple onion, but I didn't want to add it just because I just liked the colors as they were. So you want a whole thing of romaine heart. You want the whole heart. You want to cut that up And then you're gonna have some oranges. Any type of oranges are fine, whatever you like, mandarins, it's perfectly fine. But just oranges, I like to put mine into the fridge. They say that apparently oranges really get nice and juicy when they're at room temperature, but I personally think that they get even better in the fridge. So you just wanna cut them up sort of into bigger pieces so that they're not lost in the salad. And before we add our steak, which is going to be the last thing, I want to add my seasoning. So what I'm going to do is I've got a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of that organic raw apple cider vinegar. We're going to add that. You can also use lemon juice. Another thing that I love to do for this salad dressing is I love to squeeze fresh orange juice on here instead of lemons or the vinegar entirely. Again, this is just the simple dressing that I make. It's the salt, the pepper, the olive oil. So I'm just going to go ahead and crush some salt right on top of the salad. We're gonna have some freshly cracked pepper. There's nothing better than freshly cracked pepper. But again, if you don't like it, then that's perfectly fine. This is to taste. So if you really want some measurements, I would suggest about a teaspoon of each. And then of course our olive oil. Drizzle that on there really nicely. And now you can toss it, but for the sake of doing the video, since I already tried to toss things in the last one with no success, I'm just going to grab our beautiful flank steak. And of course you can use like a T-bone steak if you'd like. You can really use whatever type of cut of steak you like, that you prefer. Look at that, beautiful. But I found the flank steak in a, and it was halal, and I figured I've never been able to find that, so I'm definitely going to add that. And there you go, guys. That's your steak and orange salad. Trust me, the citrus with the steak and the spices of the steak, it just goes together like peanut butter and jelly. It is just phenomenal. You can also add a little bit of slivered almonds. That is something I do not have, but I also do like to add. You can definitely add any nut of choice, peanuts, or even a little bit of sesame seeds, you can definitely add on top as well. Hemp seeds, there's so many options, but this salad, just like this, is amazing. Okay guys, this is the final and last salad, and this is the #1 salad that I make that disappears in no time. This is a spicy Mexican black bean mango salad. So you can see that there's a lot of ingredients, so I'm gonna try to go slow, but it's really simple to make. As soon as you have all of your ingredients chopped up, it is the quickest to put together. So all I have here is about 1.5 tomatoes chopped. I have a whole cucumber chopped. I've got 1.5 mangoes cubed as well. We have 1 whole large red onion. We have a whole bunch of cilantro or coriander, however you want to say. We've got a mix of spices, which we'll get into. The corn, which is frozen right now, but it kind of thaws out and it gets really yummy and crunchy, so I like to use frozen. You can also use canned, or you can cook it if you want it to be softer. We've got some lemon and lime juice, and then of course we've got our rainbow of peppers. Now, there is one thing here that's missing because I do not have a ripe avocado, but this salad also takes avocado. My traditional spicy Mexican black bean and mango salad always has avocado, but unfortunately I do not have a ripe avocado for you, so there will be no avocado here today. So I've got 1 can of black turtle beans or black beans. You can buy the smaller ones, the bigger ones, doesn't matter. It's 1 can. We're gonna add our whole large purple onion in here, or red onion, whatever it is you like to call it. And then we're going to add our tomatoes. This is 1.5 tomatoes, again chopped. I'm going to add my orange, yellow, and red pepper. So this is probably about half of each one of those colors. If I had a green one, I would also add another half, but I didn't have green pepper, so this is all I have. So this is a great salad even to just throw together any leftover veggies you have. Like if you've got some peppers that you don't really know what to do with in the fridge, some cucumber and tomato, then you can throw this salad together. And then I've got a whole tomato, a whole cucumber that I've also diced quite small. Now I've diced everything quite small for the reason of everything being like bite size, and then when you scoop with your spoon and you eat it, you just get a little bit of everything mixed in, and it's really yum. We're gonna add our frozen corn as well. So this is probably about 1.5 cups to 2 cups of frozen corn. or you can just add a can, just a regular size can of corn. And then here I've got 1.5 mangoes that I've chopped up as well. And you guys can see the size of the mangoes are roughly about the same size as the rest of the vegetables we have in the salad. So I'm gonna add that, and this is gonna make a ginormous salad, but trust me, it will not last long. Then we're gonna add, this is basically a whole bunch of coriander that I have chopped, fresh coriander. And funny enough, we're gonna have coriander and cumin in the seasonings anyways, but I like adding the fresh. There's always just something nice about adding some greenery into a salad that may not have the green in it. And since we don't have the green pepper here, the coriander just serves its purpose wonderfully here. Now, before we start mixing, I've got the juice of 1 whole lime and half of a lemon in here. If you'd like to add more, you definitely can. We might even need to have to add a little bit of apple cider vinegar in, but that's half of a lemon and 1 whole lime. You can definitely add more lime. I find that the lime really freshens up everything. And then here I have a tablespoon of cumin powder. I have a tablespoon of coriander powder. I have a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and then I've got a little bit of paprika. So about a teaspoon to a tablespoon of paprika as well. We're gonna add our spices in there. Make sure we get all of that, because this is where the flavor really comes from. And you might even have to add a little bit more of the spices once you season it and you realize that it's not to your liking. The next thing is salt. Here we go again with our pink Himalayan salt. And this salad is great with all of these mixtures because there's a little bit of sweet and sort of tanginess from the mango. Then you've got your fresh, crisp sort of veggies like the tomatoes and the cucumber. You've got your freshness from the herbs, you know, the coriander here, the fresh coriander, and it's just a whole load of yumminess. Plus the beans give you a lot of protein as well. And here I'm just cracking a whole lot of black pepper. If you already have your black pepper cracked, you can add about a tablespoon or more, again, to your liking. I'm just gonna keep going because this salad definitely needs some serious black pepper here. And then we're going to add our olive oil. So I've got a different one here for you guys. I got this Gallo extra virgin olive oil, and I'm gonna finish this one off. You can also add avocado oil if you'd like. Avocado oil is neutral in flavor, so it won't add a lot of the flavor that avocado oil does, that olive oil does. Another great thing that I could have added here is black olives, but you know what? I'm gonna stick with my traditional salad, and this spicy black bean mango salad, I never really put olives in it. Look at this ginormous bowl, ready for a barbecue, ready for a picnic. Who's gonna invite me? I'm bringing this. And then the only thing that's left to do is to mix it all up. This salad literally disappears. I don't know, I think for every family picnic, I usually make this because this is like everybody's request when it comes to Ramadan and people, you know, we meet up for iftar. Then this salad is also another recommended, like everybody is always requesting that we make this salad because it is just a great one. And you know, as long as you season it nicely and you can taste all the different seasonings, you know, you can taste the cumin, you can taste the coriander. Sometimes I like to add fresh jalapeno chopped really, really small. You can even do like a can of pickled jalapenos if you want to. But look at this rainbow salad. Who wouldn't want to eat this? Look at all the beautiful colors coming together, and you've got like a complete meal here. You got some protein, you got some fruit, you got loads of veggie servings in here. And you know, you want to make it a little bit spicier, add a little bit more cayenne pepper or even chili powder if you'd like. You can even add a little bit of like taco seasoning if you'd like. That would taste very, very interesting here. Fajita seasoning, because they all kind of have the same sort of seasoning as the salad. But this is it, guys. Delicious, ready to be served, and it's super duper yummy. Okay guys, that's it for our video today. These are my top 5 favorite summer salads, especially this one in the middle. That's why it's in a jumbo bowl, because it disappears. All of these will disappear, trust me. We're gonna have them all tonight with some wings, but this one especially, you have to try. Anyways, Please like, comment, subscribe to our channel, click on the bell icon so you get notified every time we upload a new video. Thank you so much for all of your support. Follow us on our social media accounts, especially our Instagram. I do many posts on there. We share lots of informational things about food and just nutrition in general, as per usual, health, nutrition, and fitness. And I wish you all the best. And if you tried any one of these recipes, please comment in the comment section down below and let me know what you think. Take care, guys. Bye, and until next time.